All my beautiful people watching me from all around the world. Good morning to y'all. Good afternoon, good evening. I don't know when you're watching, what time it is on your side. On my side, it's pretty much, I don't know if I should say night or morning. It's night. It's 1:52 a.m. And as you can see, I just came back from meditation. If you can see. I don't need to put this because it's not connected to my phone anyway. Um, just a little meditation, not a long one. But at this point, I don't need to meditate for long in order for me to get deep messages or simply a lot of messages, like many different messages, various messages about various topics and stuff. Certain messages are not really about videos; they are for my people in my circle. So it's various stuff. That's why I like meditation so much because it gives you a wide report on not only yourself but also others. When I say others, I'm talking about both people and circumstances, happenings, events and stuff like this. So I just came here to talk about the stuff that you will hear people tell you when you are going through some I could say awakening, but usually they say when you're going through some awakening, but I don't want to use the word awakening here as some type of one station kind of thing. It's like, oh, it happens only once and that's it. Awakening in itself is a process, and it's a never-ending process. We're always awakening because reality is a multi-layered onion. We could say it's an onion, and onion has layers, many skins, so it's like reality. So we're always waking up to new levels or new layers of reality, of the universe, of who we are, of ourselves. I just came here. When I was meditating, I was like, I gotta tell this to all my people watching me because this is some important stuff. This is some crucial topic, and I'm really dedicating this video to all these people, that are primarily artists, that are stars. When I say stars, I'm not talking about fame. I'm talking about your creative ability to turn anything into something inspiring, and that makes you not only that skill or talent but your own nature with me, which means your own passion, the way by your own breath. I could even say by simply breathing in this world, you are enlightening it. You are shining a light very bright that help the world be a better place for others to dwell in. And also you are better in humanity as a whole. Humans need art. The whole world needs art. We cannot live without art. And when you are a star, you are art. Even if you haven't manifested that level of embodiment yet, but you are in yourself art. So when you're going through and because you are art, because you are an artist, you are deeply spiritual. I don't care about your belief systems, whether you're religious or not. I don't mess with religions. But I'm saying this: when you are at this level that you are about to know who the heck you really are. When I say who the heck, I'm talking about your powers and the influence you have on others, the inspiration that you instill in others. Well, you are going to receive a lot of backlash. You're going to get a lot of ordeals, a lot of upheavals, a lot of Just situations, man. A lot of blockages, a lot of obstacles, a lot of like illogical situations, a lot of things that will seem unjust to you because they will be unjust to you because I am not someone that will, just for the sake of the bigger picture, will tell you, oh, it's not just, it was always meant to be that way. You were always meant to suffer. You were nah. The suffering is real. The pain is real. Maybe the suffering is illusion, but the pain is freaking real. And each and every one of our individual experience or our individual perspective is as valid as the collective consciousnesses. I'm repeating, each one of our individual perspective, each one of our individual angle, each one of our individual stance or position regarding certain experiences are as valid on the cosmic scale as the collective consciousness angle or the collective consciousness's perspectives. So you are as important as the cosmos, and never downplay yourself. Never underestimate yourself, never downplay yourself in that sense. My sink is acting up, so I'm gonna shut it the fuck up. Because I don't like that at all. I don't like when it's acting up, but I know why it's acting up, but I'm not someone that gonna just, alright, cool, let me just forget about it. Yeah, you will hear a lot of stuff, and especially if you are visually developed enough, you will see things. If you are acoustically developed enough, you will hear things. You will see and hear things. If you are, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but it's about smell. If your smelling is developed enough, you will smell stuff. A lot of artists, unknowingly, they are what they call psychic. They have paranormal abilities. I put all these words in quotes because these things, for me, and according to a lot of scientists, are not really supernatural or paranormal. They are completely, entirely normal. And we should abandon this paradigm of labeling these things paranormal because they are completely normal. And never forget the phrase, what is order for the fly is chaos for the spider. Or what is order for the spider is chaos for the fly. So, again, relativity. Let me get back to your senses. When your senses begin to develop or begin to reach a certain level of development or expansion or sensitivity or sentience, you will see, hear, smell, taste, even touch things that will both abuse you and teach you. I'm not talking about the same things. Maybe they will be the same things. I mean, most of them will be the same things. Everything that abuses you teaches you, but this is not the meaning of what I'm saying. What I want to say is, you will be guided by a lot of things. You will be guided by happenings, events, people, signs, everything that pretty much exists in your reality. You will be guided by that. I want you, if you're watching, or if you will watch, I don't know, it doesn't matter the way, doesn't matter the time you're watching, but if you're watching, I want you to listen, to pay attention to my words closely. Remember, one of the most advanced geniuses of this world, he said, I'm talking about Leonardo da Vinci, everything is connected to everything. And I want you to not just hear that, but to listen to that. And by listening, I'm saying hear it with both your imagination and your emotion. I want you to visualize, not lines, but okay, if you're more comfortable with lines, you can draw lines in your mind. But I want you to visualize how everything is connected in this world. I want you to visualize how sound travels, how we respond to light, how limited our physical eyes are, how limited our physical ears are. Now, as an artist, I want you to put yourself not in this category of humans that are so limited and so blinded, but a little bit above them. Not to say that you are superior, but your senses, thanks to your work ethic, thanks to your passion and dedication, thanks to years of crafting what you love, of crafting your art, of refining your senses, thanks to all that, well, the universe give you a compensation. This is not even your price. These are just compensations. Your senses logically become heightened, and you begin to perceive the world a little more deeply than the average Joe or the average Janet. And because of that, people will say that you change. This is the first thing they will tell you. Oh, you've changed. As if, like Jay-Z said, as if you've worked all these years to stay the same. Oh, you've changed. They've told me that a lot. Like in my life, they've told me I've changed like a whole bunch of time. And I've never been afraid of what people say. Because what are people anyway? Just a reflection of me. And in that sense, I could even say those that are always talking, they're not even a good reflection. They are a distorted reflection. So I should not, I must not pay him no mind. Anyone that has anything bad or negative or regressive or invasive, let me not just say invasive because some invasive things can be good. Let me just say negatively invasive. Anything that doesn't have anyone that doesn't have anything constructive, anything uplifting, anything inspiring to tell you, well, just put that person in the box of miscellaneous files. You see, I have a miscellaneous files in my mind. Anyone that doesn't benefit me, I just push you in that box. Like unknown files. It's like, okay, I will check it later. That later might never come, but I'm gonna just check it later. You know, it's just the recycle bin. That's how I do it. Maybe you could do that too. Maybe you could choose some other like approaches for it. Second thing, first they will say, "Oh, you've changed." Once you begin to hear that from people, it means you're leveling up. And do not scare away from what they're saying, even though you have some attachments to them, or you are connected to them instead of being attached to them, because attachments create suffering, attachments engender pain, but connection heightens any relationship for those who are conscious of this connection. Don't be attached, be connected. Second thing, you will hear that this may come in the form of emotional reaction, not necessarily aggressive, but to downplay you. When you're talking about some idea, they will just ha 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 laugh at you. Ha ha ha. who do you think you are to talk about these things? Are you some type of majesty or something? Should I call you Your Highness? Are you some type of god or something? Are you some type of, I don't know, president or something? Are you some type of king or something? If your surrounding, every time you tell them an idea, every time you share with them your ideas, this is how they react. You should get away from that circle. If these are your friends, these are not really your friends. I'm here to tell you they are not your friends. They do not correspond with your frequency. Your friends actually not only should correspond or should be higher on a frequency level than you. As friends, we should be always striving to make each other level up vibrationally. That's our duty. So, as friends, we should always strive to water the intellect of our other friends, to water the mental of our other friends, to enhance the spirituality of others that we call our friends. This is the thing. Second thing, the downplaying reaction. Who do you think you are? Like, go to sleep. Like, go take a walk outside, man. Just, who the fuck you think you are? I'm not saying this. Some people will tell you that. They will say it. They believe in you. They wholeheartedly believe in what you're saying, but they won't mean it when they say that. I'm not talking about people that are using these phrases as sarcasm. I'm telling you about people that use these phrases seriously, even in a joking manner. In a joking manner, not matter, but in a joking manner. It's like they show you that they're joking, but really they're not. So you have to really pay close attention to how people respond, or should I say, how people react to your inspiring ideas. Third thing that you will hear, which is also connected to that second thing, it's, man, you crazy. You don't lose your mind. You out of your mind. You crazy. You're insane. You're a loony. Once you start hearing this stuff, remind yourself that not only that you are crazy in the good sense, but they are mentally deranged. They are psychopaths in the bad sense. Because you see, unfortunately, bro or sister, if you're a girl or a woman watching, unfortunately, in this world, it pains a lot of people. When I say a lot of people, a lot of open-minded people like me, it pains a lot of us to admit that, to accept, not to, okay, yes, to accept that the world is full of close-minded people. The world is full of small minds. The world is full of, being close-minded is not the problem, but not willing to open your mind first is a big problem. And second, not only that they do not want to open their mind, but they will go extreme lengths to force others to close their mind if their minds were already open, or if their mind were already closed. They will go extreme lengths to make it even to make it more closed off. And they will do that under many guises. Under the guise of, we're just protecting you, we're just looking out for you. Under the guise of, that's dangerous, we're protecting you. That's one. We're doing that for your own good, for your own safety. You think too big. They not gonna let you do that. Who are they? I never know, like, who are they? Even when we have a bunch of conspiracy theories out there, we've been swimming in conspiracy theories, and people are still talking about they. Like, come on, just name the day, because we have a bunch of conspiracy theories that are not theories after all. They are not theories anymore. They have been proven countless times to be factual. So just say the name once and for all. you know and it's like, it pains me, and I know it pains a lot of other people, that this world is so full of, like, pettiness, and people that will choose to die trying to enforce their close-mindedness onto someone. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is the third thing that you will hear. You're crazy. Fourth, you will hear that nobody's gonna help you do that. Oh, good luck with that. Nobody ain't helping you with that. You're all alone. Oh, you will be by yourself on that. When they tell you that, don't get discouraged. When they tell you that, don't you fumble. When they tell you that, don't you get, like, insecure about numbers. Don't you know that you're never alone? You are never alone. Don't you know that the very fact that you are picking up all these ideas is proof that you are not alone, because these ideas, they come from somewhere. And your brain is an antenna. You do not pick up on these ideas randomly. It's not by chance. It's because you are a visionary in your field, or maybe in several fields. And the more of these ideas you pick up, the more you will hear these phrases. You on your own, you're crazy, it's too dangerous, don't do that. We're just telling you that to protect you, and things and the like. Fifth thing that you will hear is, you're not above the law. Yes. Oh, no one is above the law. You will hear that a lot. And when they say that, you know what they mean? Because we think so small, because we abide by so many laws, and we don't think we can transcend these laws, that means you are incapable of transcending these laws as well. And when I'm saying laws, I'm talking about man-made laws. I'm not even talking about the justice system here. Paradoxically, right? I'm not even talking. Listen, when I'm saying these things, the institutional entities are my less interest, or my less reference. They are not like, listen, they are, in my mind, they are in another world, for real. So when you hear, oh, you're not above the law, that's what they told Leonardo da Vinci, right? When he wanted to create an engine that would allow humans to fly. What did they tell him? Well, if God wanted us to fly, we would be born with wings. That was their logic. That was their logic. That was their logic. This is why when those same closed-minded humans enforced a lot of people into slavery, they made sure that these people never think that they will get past the laws that they created for them. Because during slavery, it was legal, baby. It was all legal. And until now, there are a lot of forms of slavery that are still legal. There are several types of slavery that are still legal, baby. And people that enslaved whole races. I'm not even talking about the black race, but the black race's case is one of the most outrageous, I could say, case, but it's more than black people. And the people that enslaved them or that enforced them into the system of slavery, which fortunately they broke out of, at least physically, because we still have a lot of traumas that we have to deal with, and not only we, but they as well. Everybody has a lot of traumas, collective traumas, that we got a lot of work to do, baby. Got a lot of work to do. This video is not about slavery, but I had to say that. I already said the fifth thing, right? You're not above the law. Yes. When they tell you that, I want you to remind yourself that art in general is not governed pretty much by any law that humans have made. I'm gonna repeat. Art is not governed or ruled by any law humans have made. This is why, until now, nobody has the authority to tell, for example, a music artist that he or she should not make his music a certain length, or he or she should not use certain words in his music and stuff like this because of some policies or some stuff like that. It's really getting out of hand with this music industry stuff. This is why a lot of music artists right now, they don't even want to make music anymore because it's so crazy out here, man. It's so crazy out here. By the way, I had a song released yesterday. It's called Boss a la Boss, baby. You gotta check it out. Boss a la Boss, baby. If you want, I can play. Actually, let me play it for you. I'm gonna play it for you. Because fuck, my tablet is discharged, so I'm gonna use something else. You wait for me. Guess who's back, baby? Psycho. Boss a la Boss, baby. Where you at, Psycho? Where you at? Wait a second, y'all. I'm looking for the release. Psycho. There you go. Oh, shit. Wait a second. It released 2 days ago, but it has no fucking views. Yeah. Actually, my part starts at 1 minute and 17 seconds. 1 minute and 17 seconds. I'm here like a fucking remnant, like a zombie. I'm be back on this my shit. Trying to freestyle, y'all. Trying to freestyle. I got so many styles, yeah. I got so many sides of my personality. Now that was whack. Let's redo that shit. Yeah, I've cut so many ties. I've got so many styles of personality. They call me a fucking mystery. Every time I try to talk to them, I try to explain how the universes work, but they call me lame. They call me crazy. They call me psycho, but they don't forget that this is my real name in the music industry. This psycho. Nah. I think I'm getting whacker in a whacker. Yeah. Pumps, cause you never know where you go, might be with a right now, nigga. What? Gathering the cunts and the gangsters, the world plans. We gon' show you what now, This is vendetta, pull up everywhere, they receive us like we a make up, nigga. What? Now it's your deadline, can't make you just bag, but it's better I get hot now. We your gangs pumps, cause you this never know where you go, might be with a right now, nigga. What? Gathering the cunts and the gangsters, the world plans. We gon' show you what now? This is vendetta, pull up everywhere, they receive us like we a make up, nigga. What? Now it's your deadline, can't make you just bag, but it's better I get hot now. In the name of the Most High, protected with a beau seul, sons of the cell, invincible, bonsoir, trop tard, psychologo. T'arrives, tu rates le show là. Photo au chômage, on s'échauffe, garde, musique sauvetage. De la rareté en gros, que c'est beau le rap. Hop, moi je rappe la rue, pas les trottoirs, tôt tard, j'atteindrai la cible dans la temps. The music is so dope, I forgot what I was saying before the music, before I played the shit. Yeah. I wanted to play the music for y'all in order to make you realize. This was a freestyle, by the way. I remember the day as yesterday when I went to the studio. That day, actually, I lost my voice after recording that motherfucker. When I say I lost my voice, hurt my vocal cords. Not that I mean my throat. I don't know if my vocal cord got hurt. I'm not that expert. Yeah, I wanted to make you realize that I wanted to remind yourself when they tell that you're not about the law. In that song, I said, in the name of the Most High. Even though voice is funny, y'all. Then I said, protected with a bow cells. I'm not gonna tell you what is a bow cell because the word itself is not an English word. It's a Haitian word. But what I took the phone and made you listen to the song was the reason I did all that was for you to realize that in the name of the Most High, we are protected. And I already told you that I don't mess with religion. So I'm just somebody that is really, I could say even deeply spiritual. I'm not comparing myself to anyone, but from my observations, how humans be entertaining certain stuff in this dimension, I can pretty much say I'm deeply spiritual. So it's not about bragging or boasting or anything. It's just that by observing how they lead their spirit, I mean they are spirits, but how they lead themselves, meaning how their lifestyles and all these things, I pretty much can say that I'm deeply spiritual. So that's what I meant. That's why I use the phrase in the name of the Most High, protected. When you are an artist, you are protected by forces that you don't even imagine. I'm talking real stuff right now. When you are an artist, you are protected by forces that you don't even imagine. And also, on the flip side, you are desired and wanted by forces and entities that you don't even imagine as well. Because when God loves you, the devil as well loves you, baby. So you have to really take some time to reflect on this whole thing about being an artist and which kind of force you will work with. Because when a motherfucker tells you you're not above the law, you should be able to tell him which law you're talking about. You should have the awareness to tell him or to tell her which law you're talking about. Because I'm not doing these things. I am you could even say I am working in this world, but I am not from it. I don't believe any artist whatsoever is from this world. Because this world is devoid of art. When I say world, I'm talking about the human world. I'm not talking about nature. Nature is everywhere, it's art. It's both sacred sciences and art. Geometry, like the way the ocean works, functions, nature, the forest, the volcanoes, the air, the atmosphere, the stratosphere, everything about nature is art. But the human world, what we call society, it's devoid of art. And if you don't believe me, look in history. Throughout all history, mostly, art has always played a very noble and particular role. When I say noble, not that they have always given art a noble place or position in society, like they have done in certain periods, in certain chronologies. But even when they did not give it this noble position officially, it still was something highly noble. And everyone that was an artist was someone that they call illuminated, enlightened, someone that was touched by the light. So, my dear crazy ass artist out there who watch me, I'm gonna tell you a seventh thing because I like the number 7. The seventh thing that you will hear after you're above the law and all these things. The first thing I said was you've changed or you're changing. Second thing, like go to sleep or who do you think you are? Third, you crazy. Fourth, you're on your own. Fifth, you're not above the law. 6, yeah, so I said 6. So I said 5, huh? 6, I want to make it 7. 6, you will hear that it's all connected to all these things that I said before, but you will hear it's like but it's always fear-based. They will try to downplay you based on your origins, like your background. They could tell you, oh, but nobody does that. Like nobody does that. If you say, for example, I'm gonna make a plane talk. I'm gonna make an airplane talk, right? They could say, but nobody does that. Like what? What the fuck? Like nobody does that. But they always forget that there is always someone that does it for the first time. There is always a first time for everything. I think I'm gonna pretty much leave it at 5 because 5 also is a good number. So, my dear artist, the video is already 40 minutes and I kind of wasted some minutes in it looking for my phones and make you listen to my last release and shit. Pay attention to those things. Yes, I could even say a 16. They will tell you, you think people are doing you, people are after you. But this is when things are becoming more and more spiritual, or I could say perceptually overwhelming. Like with your senses, you're hearing stuff, you're witnessing stuff that are being performed against you, and most probably you will undo or reverse these things, or if you don't know how to reverse them, well, you will be protected from these things. And when you decide to cut people off, these same people, they will tell you, oh, you're paranoid. Yes, you're paranoid. You think people are against you, or you think the world is against you. This is the sixth thing you will hear people tell you when you're leveling up. Oh, you believe everybody's against you, everybody's out here to do you bad stuff. When you hear that stuff, man, you should be very careful. Because better you're paranoid than you're not. In this world, you're better off 1,000% paranoid than instead of being like all chill, like nothing is against me, nothing is out here. I'm not telling you to not be chill. I'm someone who was very, very chill all the time, pretty much. You know, and I'm someone that meditates a lot, so I also reside in a calmness state of being, like 24/7. At least I try to. I work for it, which means I don't believe like there are some undestructible force out there against me or something like this. I believe that there are forces that are battling each other, and we as spirits, we are essentially spirits. We as spirits have the power to yield those forces, and you choose which force to yield. There will be a force which conquers everything, and there will be another force who will be conquered by everything. So you choose on which side you are. You could be on the transcendental side. You learn how to deal with both of these forces, and you become your own force. You become your own Taurus field. You become you're already a Taurus field, but you become your own generator because you are source yourself. You are a signal of the source, and the more expanded your consciousness become, the more energy you can pour from the source inside your own body. That will make you unstoppable, untouchable, unreachable, and you will irritate a lot of motherfuckers too. So that's a notice. That's a warning. That's it for the video, y'all. I wish y'all a good night. I wish y'all a good afternoon. I wish y'all a good evening. I wish y'all a good morning. If you're just waking up and shit, stay peaceful, but at the same time, always prepare for war. Better be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war. Always craft, always refine your talents, refine your skills. Always be on point when it comes to your art, when it comes to what you do, when it comes to how you express yourself. Because you will be tested. As an artist, and you will get tested, either by yourself or by the world or by your haters. But you will get tested, baby.